Hi everyone, this is Voice of the Students. I'm your host Mikey.
And your new host Ali.
And welcome back. I hope y'all summer was great. This is season 2. Aliyah had graduated, so congratulations to her. Now we have, of course, our new host Ali, who's helping me out with some stuff. Today we have...
Oh, me. Gee, hey, what's going on?
So we're just coming back from a very long summer. And tell us about your summer, Cheetah.
I was here working and
We'll
I was going to school. Nothing too exciting. Are you mad? No. Yeah, I got an A in both classes. Stand up for me. Yeah, clap for me. Yeah. Always celebrate your accomplishments, no matter how small they are.
Okay. Good job.
That was your summer.
It was all right. I was at summer camp with trying to facilitate children in a working environment, which was
to inspire the youth to do better.
Yeah, it was a very difficult process, but we all became
it's the youth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a new generation. They're not the same.
What about you, Ali?
My summer was good. Just work, no classes. I usually like to take the summer off, from classes to just kind of relax down. Because the whole semester, the whole year sometimes can be a lot, and since last year, it's just been, so much focus on classes and no time for ourselves in that manner. So I took this summer for myself to just decide on the changes I want in myself and just kind of see or say I should plan my next semester. So yeah.
Okay, it's pretty good. So last week was a very busy week, which is it was Grizzly Days. It was I think the first year that we at GGC decided to have a full week planned for events. So tell us a little bit more about that, Jeter.
Me. Okay. Well, I'm not the expert, but I think it was a really good. We have a lot of new freshmen on campus. I've seen some returning faces who probably left during the pandemic. Finally decided it was time to come back. So I think it was a great introduction and reintroduction to GGC, all the RSOs that are on campus, because those also took a break during the pandemic and everything. And it was just a bunch of fun events, especially Thursday. We had green scene. Everybody, all those RSOs were out there. Schools, school of business and stuff like that, all that out there, so students could gauge what's going on campus, maybe what they want to do with their lives and with their majors and stuff like that. I think it was pretty good.
Yeah. I think it was Monday we had our ice cream social, and that one really showed us how many new students came through because we were packed for the first hour. We had originally planned, I guess, to have 2 or 3 hours, but the first hour it sold out.
Yeah, I believe it said it was till 2 p.m., but it was probably done by 12.
Yeah, it was done by 1.
Yeah.
It was done by 1. They started at 12, so
Oof.
Yeah, it was quick. I know you enjoyed some G-Day. I saw that.
I didn't get any ice cream.
You got some.
I got some slushy. Whatever it was called, the Italian ice. Bro, Monday was so damn hot. That ice saved my life. I would have died that day. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance. I wanted to come earlier, but I just got busy. But I was able to come for all the other events. So it was the other events were also pretty cool.
Yeah, and it was Tuesday was the snack attack, which was kind of nice because they had a couple different snacks. Wednesday was casino night. We had a blast at casino night.
Oh yeah, that was a great event. That was I think it was the last time they had it was 2019, so it's been a while. So a lot of people were so excited for it, and some returning faces who've been here before, they were came again, and I guess the only point where you don't lose money but you still have fun,
right.
So But like the also part is like, you know, when they look at the chips and they be like, man, I had such a good luck today, and you know, like I wish I could have made some real money if I was an actual casino, but like, you know, that's not gonna happen over here, you know, on GEC. So yeah, but overall it's funny, man, and you know, like I will like look forward to it again, you know, maybe next year.
Yeah, I'm hoping to make it like a semester thing, like at least once a semester, or at least once a year, if not. But Thursday, of course, like GJ said, we had the green scene. And Friday was Friday Night Lights. Did anybody get to experience Friday Night Lights?
I did not. I was going to work that morning.
I was there for a little bit, like before I left. I was just, look, like it was pretty packed, you know, like they had like the basketball, football, soccer, you know, and stuff. So like it was like really busy and stuff like. And you know, when you always have food, it's always gonna be crowded. You know, right. So like, they were like, they were like a long line for food and stuff. So, but I think everyone enjoyed it. Especially, I know some of my people I know that like they were already practicing because they were trying to have like a game against each other and stuff. So like they were practicing the earlier days and stuff, like getting the team ready. So like I watched a little bit of that. You know, really competitive. And you know, trying to like dunk over each other. So
who's trying to dunk over somebody?
Oh, you know, the people that were playing, you know, they were like trying to like when they were playing, they were trying to dunk and stuff like that.
Let's be clear, this was an outside event. If you got hurt, that was your fault.
Oh yeah, I don't know if they had any waivers, but like, you know, it's still like.
But no, it sounds like it was a really good time for everybody, especially, you know, new returning students.
Mm-hmm. So. Oh yeah. Especially for the new students, like freshmen, like, you know, this is like the first time experiencing probably something like that. Like, so it's for them, like they were like that, you know, a lot of exciting faces.
Yeah, I remember the other day. Actually, no, scratch that. Yesterday, it was. I had just noticed, like for the very first time, how many students we really had because I got here at like 4:50 and everybody was leaving, and when everybody leaves, if they're going towards 3000 parking lot by the four-way stop, there was a line all the way to the four-way stop by A.
Oh yeah, I always get stuck in that sometimes. Like if I try to leave early, that's why I try to stay a little later. So like I leave when there's no traffic.
Yeah. Pro tip: leave around like 6-7 o'clock because between 4, sometimes even 3. There's just regular traffic, but then getting out 4 or 5, you're probably gonna be there for like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
then you can go home.
Oh yeah, they have these times like 9, like 12, then like probably like 3, and then like 5. Like those are the times like the most traffic and like, you know, coming and going.
Yeah. So, what are your classes like?
So far, so good. I'm doing my internship, so that's gonna take up a lot of time. But I was there today. Actually, it was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. In terms of like setting up the camera, what you have to do, all that stuff. It was actually pretty smooth.
Wait, you should tell them more about the internship. Wait, it is.
I work at the Grizzly Digital Network, which is basically the athletics broadcast for their sports teams. We have 6 sports teams. We have men's and women's soccer, men and women's tennis, baseball, and softball. So for this semester, at least for me, my primary focus is going to be on soccer because they actually have a scrimmage today from 3 to 9, and then August 24th is their first game. August 30th is their next game and all that stuff. So anything that's going to be happening on campus, like for soccer, we're just going to be on the field and I'll be over there. Either working the camera, doing graphics, whatever.
Okay. Are you going to be able to travel with them or like it's just going to be on campus?
There are opportunities for that. Will I take them?
Yes.
Yeah. It all depends, but I think it's a better internship than I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. What about you, Ali?
My class is so far good. I mean, it's my last semester, you know, taking capstone. So, kind of like from all the stories that I've heard throughout my, you know, being at GEC, like how capstone is so hard, and this and this, like teamwork, so like your group mates not doing their work and all, like all like I haven't heard anything good about that class. So, and that was even like the first day of class where the professor basically asked like, so what have you heard about this class? So like everyone that said something was almost like something negative about the class. So because they always say like, oh, it's so hard. So like everyone kind of like be a little more worried on the first day. But I think like so far so good. It's like just gotta like really work on you gotta work with your teammates. And like you're competing against the rest of your class, but like it's really about like if they have like a ranking system, but the ranking system is not like that much important. Like it is at some point, but like it's more like if you get the work done the right way, like that what counts more. So is yeah. So like so far, like me and my teammate, like we're more confident, like everything is good, so we're gonna start working on it more and like kind of see, since it's like just the second week, like we haven't really started, like because it's like I think no one has started, like everyone's trying to like learn the rules right now and like read about it, because once we get going into it, like it's gonna be like it's gonna be like a full flow. Like you can't take stops like once it starts. So right now it's all about learning everything about that class. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, just have PE classes. Those ones are like always fun. But like I think one thing I'll say like I regret it is like I didn't know that you could take the PE classes like again and again if you wanted to. Otherwise, I would have been taking like a soccer class like every semester. That's just like I just don't like find people like that actually play, or like that I know. I just gonna be like go to like random person and like be like, hey, can I join you? Or some people are more open than the others. So, but like that class is a good way to kind of like still be able to like play the game and stuff, like be, because I haven't played in a while. When last semester I took that class, like I enjoyed it so much that I'm taking it again, and then I was like just regretting the whole time in my head, like I could have been taking this like one P class with all my classes, and I would have like still kept playing soccer. So yeah, I guess I'll give that advice to anyone that like if you like the game and you don't have like time to like play and stuff like that, like and our P classes are not that expensive as compared to all the other classes, so take one with your other courses and like so you're still like active.
Okay. For me, I think this semester my classes are pretty good. It's a lot of busy work as far as like compared to last semester, but it's very simple, very mundane work, except for one class, which is music production and sound design. I think I have that with G-Day, and and so but I'm also taking like my first GFA course, which is the Georgia Film Academy. The school has a good deal with that. There was a whole story about how one of the governors pushed for colleges to be able to have students come and have an on-set experience. So that's very important. I like that aspect of having that opportunity, and I feel the pressure from it, especially when I'm sitting in that room, but I feel like it's going to get easier as it goes on, because yesterday, Tuesday, was the first day. So I think it's just going to get easier as everything goes on. But as far as the other classes that I have, they're pretty simple right now, aside from, of course, the music and sound design. That class, we have to edit music and move a bunch of sounds around, so that takes a lot of time. It's very time consuming.
It's tedious.
Yeah, pretty tedious. But what are y'all looking forward to as far as the semester goes?
For it to end.
Yeah.
Honestly, because me personally, I don't work at my other job anymore, so I want to take this semester to develop, I guess, more connections with people, not even people within film, just like in general, and then also work on some projects.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good.
Also read.
You want to do some reading?
Yeah, like I used to read a lot before I got like a cell phone, so I want to get back to doing that, whether it be fiction, nonfiction, whatever.
Okay. Oh.
I don't know, like, I mean, I think my main thing is I'm looking forward to graduate.
Right.
You know, that's like my main goal. Other than that, like, you know, I think I'll say like, you know, just making like some more good memories, you know, before I go with everything I'm trying to do on campus and like stuff. So, yeah, just I guess like trying to leave my mark before I leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think for me, it's really just learning what it's going to be like in an on-set setting for a film, and really getting this podcast, you know, Voice of the Students, to really like go to the next level. And I think learning more for me right now is great, but for the field that me and Jide are in, our best learning is always done by doing. So I think finding ways to do more is probably going to be the one thing that I'm looking forward to the most. But what are some tips that we can give these freshmen coming in? What do y'all think?
Don't rush, but don't take your time either. As in, like, you don't have to finish college in 4 years. That's why some people don't go to college until like they're in their 30s. So when I was saying, like, don't rush to get out of here, but also remember, as you get experience, you're gonna want to eventually leave and go make money and do whatever. So actually, you know what? I guess the thing I want to say is cherish your time here. Get as many memories as possible, make as many connections as possible, because whether they're in the same field as you, they could be lifelong friends, and they can help you down the line. Whether it's hey, you watch my kid, you might make that one friend who's like, I'll watch your kid and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I kind of go more like, you know, about that rushing. For a lot of freshmen, like they, you know, sometimes need like more guidance. So I know they do have like the mentor program, you know, having that like that can be helpful. Like just depends on, you know, if you're the type of person like, you know, able to like work someone, like, you know, not everyone likes to get help in that manner. So, but the mentor program is a pretty good thing. So like helping like new students like, you know, get more comfortable with college life and everything. And also, I mean, yeah, like, you know, don't rush. Like, you know, it's all about like, you know, you got to do the work. So it's really like you can't expect like, you know, like, and especially when people come to college, you know, it's like not the same as high school and stuff. Like, you know, there's no one over here that's gonna be like, you know, gonna be like looking for you, be like, where you at, you know, and stuff like. So you really got to like, you know, have a plan set. So like, you know, I'm gonna have fun, but I'm also gonna like focus on my studies. You know, that's like one of the main things, because when I see freshmen when they come over here, like this, the first thing they see is freedom. Mm-hmm. Freedom from like, you know, school type of thing, or like even from freedom from their parents. Mm-hmm. Be like, I can do whatever I want, like I can sleep all day, I don't have to go to class or stuff like that. And then, you know, just kind of like, you know, it can really affect their studies. And then like after that, you kind of see like a lot of people like drop out. Like a lot of freshmen drop out because like, you know, they just can't handle, they just like thought like, oh, you know, like I'll study later. Right now it's for me to have fun. Yes, you're young, but like you also gotta like make sure that like, you know, you stay on the right path. Mm. So yeah, I think that's like I will say like, you know, like try to like come up with a plan. If not, like we said, like we have many different help stuff on campus that like, you know, like I said, the mentoring program and stuff. Or like even then, like even if you're not mentoring, like have a friend, you know, like someone who's like, you know, who can help you out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's important to like figure out what system works for you, especially as early as possible. Like any freshman right now, taking more than 4 classes is probably not the thing that they should be doing, because odds are right now was week 2 ad drop period ends next week. I think
Ended on Sunday.
it ended already.
Yeah, it's done.
Wow. It used to be 2 weeks, wasn't it?
No.
And then it was like they just give it like a week.
Like
Like
a week to
always.
decide. What do you want to do? You like this class? You don't? Get out.
Yeah, and that's like I feel like they should extend that time, because sometimes I feel like since you know, classes for the first 2 weeks are not like you're not really actually like doing that amount of studying. Depends if you're taking like a 3-hour class. Of course, they try to get into it because like you're probably just taking once a week and stuff. So, but the other ones. First, they just do the syllabus and probably like, you know, but all right, that's all for today. And, you know, after that, like, you know, we'll start from next class. And by the first 2 weeks, you don't even see like what's, you know, what you can expect from that class. You know, some people, like for me personally, I kind of like, for the first 2 weeks, I can kind of like see how well I'm going to do in that class. I can be like, okay, you know, what I'm expecting. I'm expecting an A in this class or a B. You know, I always go with that. Of course, I'm going to try to go for the A, but like I kind of will like, okay, I'm going to start off with a B and like, you know, I'm going to try my best to push it to an A. But the first 2 weeks are not enough. Like, because after that, when they start, and then you be like, damn, it's too late. And, you know, then you like, you want to do a withdrawal. Yeah, you know, they recommend not doing the withdrawal because how it affects your financial aid, and, you know, it's, your mentors will probably recommend you like like not to do withdrawals no more than 3 times, because after the 3rd time your financial aid will drop. Right. So, you know, I feel like that's why they should extend it a little, so that way they can have a little more time.
I saw some freshmen. I've seen quite a few freshmen come in, and they don't even have their claw cards. So, freshmen, I'm telling you now, get your claw cards as soon as possible if you haven't got them already, because you should have all gotten them.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, it's the orientation, you know, that like usually does it.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if you should be saying on this, but we're like, I feel like it's not the same compared to like when I did my orientation the first time. You know, I remember clearly like we came over here first, like start from Elvis, and that time there was a different president. It was I forgot his name. Like I think it was Stash. Yeah. And so I remember seeing him, you know, he introduced and everything. From there, like, we went in our groups, and, like, everyone went different places, and, like, all came back to the dining hall, and then, like, 8 from there went back to, like, register for classes. Registering classes came back to the student center, where we used to have the clock out office on the 3rd floor. Now it's in, like, admissions building. So, you know, they used to get everything done before you left. So, like, when students come over here, and I'll be like, they don't really have when they don't have a clock card, it just doesn't feel right. Because I think you're required to come to the orientation, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, once you become a student, you have to come to that. So, like, you know, I don't know if they're coming. If they're not coming, then I understand that they didn't get the card. But, like, it's like a lot of students. So, like, it doesn't just be like, I feel like they're not doing that anymore. Mm-hmm. Or if they are, like, oh, you know, I really don't know.
What I think it is, they don't emphasize the importance of the clock card.
Yeah, that's true.
That's really what it is. Because these like, oh yeah, here's your clock card, it's just like your student ID. It's like in high school, you didn't really, your student ID was just...
It did nothing.
It didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, on this campus, it does a lot.
Yeah.
It allows you to print, allows you to come into certain spaces. So, I think they need to stress the importance of the clock card.
Oh yeah, you know, game room, gym, events, like you need your clock card. I know they're going a little off clock card, like now you can do your 900 number and stuff, but still like a clock card is really important.
Only at the gym, the game room, you need your clock card. Remember that.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest piece of advice I can give to all these freshmen, do not transfer to a bigger school just because it's a bigger school.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If GGC doesn't have one of your what you want to do, like when I first started, I wanted to do communications, but they didn't have that, and they're like, oh well, you're probably just gonna have to take the class and then transfer somewhere else. That's me. To me personally, that's the only reason you should be transferring.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great school. It's what you make of it. So don't transfer just because you want to say, oh, I went to a bigger school. No, every school is what you make of it. So just make your own experience, and it could be the best one you've ever had.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I agree on that. The only thing I'll say is like, since like GC is still considered like a new college, it's like, you know, compared to all the other ones, you know, we only have like a capacity right now, like not capacity, like 13,000 students and stuff. So, but it's also like the name. So, I remember when I did my internship outside, and like, you know, I tell them, oh, where you studying? And like I say, Georgia Gwinnett College. Like they don't know where that is. Compared to like if I say Georgia State or UGA and stuff, like they know where it is exactly. So it's all about like, and then the name really is important. Like when some of the workplaces that you go to and stuff, like, you know, you can have like, you know, be like the university's name stands out. You know, like compared to like some of the bigger ones, you know, like upstate and stuff like that, like those are like, or if you're like, you know, like Yale or something, you know,
Yeah.
like, you know, that's all, it already has a reputation, so like, that's why they be like, oh, we want someone from there.
So with that in mind, what I would suggest, make Georgia Gwinnett College a name. Don't like if they're like, oh yeah, I've never heard of that. Well, you're about to.
Yeah.
And for taller freshmen, it might start with you. If you're like, oh yeah, I came from Georgia Gwinnett College, what is that? Like, it's a great program. I came from there. You see what the work I'm putting in.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine what they, and that was when I went there. Imagine the things they've done now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a great college. Like compared to any of the bigger colleges, like their classes are so big and stuff. Like, you know, over here the classes are smaller. You know, professor can work with you one-on-one. Like the bigger university, like they hardly get time because like you got 100 students in one class,
Yeah.
and over here it's just like, you know, maybe like 30 to 40 in like a normal classroom, and so they can easily work with it and like help you out, and even like tuition wise and other stuff, like, you know, it's way cheaper compared to the other ones, and you know, I know we're like, I heard that, you know, they're trying to see if maybe one day, like in the future, like GC gonna have like their own like a master's program and stuff, like, you know, so it's, you know, I like, you know, so it's like, you know, slowly getting there, like the recognition is receiving, I be seeing like, you know, they are receiving awards like in the county and stuff, and so I think they just had the women's science and technology club, like they're having like a award thing, so like GEC is in the top 3, so like they're gonna decide, they're gonna decide a winner coming soon, but I think by the end of this month, I believe.
Oh, wow.
So you know, like we are getting to the recognition, and you know, I believe like the new president and stuff, like, you know, you can see like, you know, she's really trying, like as she said earlier, like she's trying to make GEC like one of the best colleges, you know, in the South.
You hear that? Is this camera on me?
That
Yeah.
camera's on you.
To all freshmen, I don't care. Actually, it's not even all freshmen. To anybody that goes to GGC, just know while we're a small college, you are setting up the next person who's coming to this college. So I encourage you to make the best experience possible on this campus, because when in 20 years you might be on like the wall of fame over here, and you're putting this school on the map and making it okay for other people to come here, because this is a small college at the moment, but when eventually this place is gonna become a university.
Mm-hmm.
When it becomes Georgia Gwinnett University, you might, yeah, I graduated from Georgia Gwinnett College. I'm an OG.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it. We have a lot of events coming up, especially in the game room and the Student Involvement Center. I know next Friday we have a Soul Calibur and Street Fighter 5 tournament, and coming up after that is the pool tournament.
Yeah, that's on September 14th, and after that we have a Smash Bros tournament. That's the end of the month, 30th, I believe. FIFA tournament, and then we're doing like a music party and having like graffiti night. Our last event that will be in November. You know, I'm really excited for the graffiti one. Like that's I like. It's a good time at the end of semester to kind of like have like students like to like paint and stuff. Like it's like a stress reliever. So like I always like to do it at the end of the month, so like everyone can just like relax, like have fun. And a lot of people that come to the game room, they keep asking me, when are you having the next event? And like I just feel like, you know, I'm trying for y'all. Like, you know, I really wanted to do one last semester, but like, you know, it just couldn't happen because of like one of the artists that we have to help teach us, you know, I think he couldn't make it, and then we just had to cancel it. Like, all right, next semester. So when I told them next semester, you know, they were really like, they got sad, but like I let some of them know and stuff that like, you know, we're gonna have one this semester, and they're all really looking forward to it.
Okay. All right. Well,
Wait. Make sure y'all check all the socials. Check the Level 1 Game Room Discord. Check the Get Involved Instagram, the Level 1 Instagram, even GGC's Instagram. That's where you can find also almost all the information about events, things that are going on campus. That's the place to go.
yeah, that's GGC_get involved. That's the Instagram. You're gonna find out everything you need over there. And with that being said, appreciate y'all for coming out to see us. And this has been Voice of the Students, signing off.
Bye.